What was the standout moment for you for tonight's conversation?
I think the first thing that really struck me was the level of honesty from the people speaking. And, for me, that's a fundamental starting point to building a better culture and better outcomes for the sector. I think the other thing that I really took away is leadership as a really touchstone for so many things that were said. We kept coming back to leadership, and I think that's going to be fundamental in the conversation as we move forward, and inclusive leadership in particular. So that was probably the main thing.
Any interesting perspectives from your fellow panellists?
I think some of the comments about what's happening in my fellow panellists' organisations around technology were really interesting. I was particularly struck with the example of using virtual reality to help increase people's empathy for men, for how it feels like to be a woman for a few moments and what they experience of being sexually harassed actually feels like. And for most men, it's perhaps not something they think about as much as they should. And I thought that was a really powerful example. I mean, there were other examples as well, as how technology is helping us drive forward in this space and so on. But I thought that was the thing that I particularly remember from the discussion here.
What do you hope attendees take away from this panel discussion?
For me, as ever, we need to maintain our systems approach and also make sure that we're not relying on overly simplistic solutions or individual level solutions only. We do need multifaceted approaches and initiatives that will, if we really want to shift the dial in building a culture of safety and respect, we're not just going to do it through any one approach. So I think that was something that's really important to realise. We've got to shift the culture, we've got to shift behaviours, we've got to build leadership, and we've got to really look at this from a holistic and systems sort of focus.